Well, hello there. Hi. I'm William Brantley from the North Jackson, Tennessee area, getting ready to share with you today's climate summary and give you a forecast for the next few days here in just a few moments. And of course, I'm near the Westtown Commons Shopping Center here in North Jackson. Thought I'd introduce myself and let you see me for a few seconds. And then I'll go on and give you the forecast maps and the radar and satellite images that I've been sharing with you. So I guess I'll go ahead and go at it. Here it comes, my friends, and hope you enjoy it. Let me continue smiling. That looks better, don't it? All right, hold on. We'll start off with this afternoon's weather. Yes, that's correct. This afternoon's current forecast map features, courtesy of the National Weather Service, as of about 3:45 p.m. this afternoon. As you can see, we're still in the clear. We had a gorgeous day today, by the way. The temperature this morning dropped down for April the 8th, dropped down to 35 degrees here in North Jackson. I didn't get up early enough to see if there's any frost on the windshields or rooftops. I'm assuming, and I guess it was, because the humidity right around 6 a.m. this morning got up to as high as 100%. But the high today climbed on up there, got warmer than I thought it would, all the way up to 79 degrees. Almost hit 80 today, but hit 79 degrees. Normal low is 46 and normal high is 70 under beautiful clear skies. And as you can see from the map, it's going to continue to be beautiful thanks to that high pressure over the Tennessee-North Carolina border, and that one down in the northeastern Gulf, south of Alabama and the panhandle of Florida there. And as you can see, most of the country, so Florida's in great shape. Looks like there might be a small chance for some rain down there on the southeast coast of Florida and up there down around Miami, and over toward maybe Jacksonville, Florida, in the northeast corner there. But other than that, Florida's in great shape. The eastern coastline, the eastern half of the country is pretty decent. Looks like extreme parts of western Maine might be getting a little rain mixed with snow way up there, courtesy of that low pressure there, just north of Maine. Otherwise, we have 4 low pressures right there in the center of the map. My goodness. 2 of them under south part of central Canada there, north of the Dakotas. Another one in Minnesota, and another one there and on the borderline of Nebraska, Kansas, and Colorado, with a cold front attaching to all of those lows and stretching on down through New Mexico. And we had some precipitation up there in the northern parts of the Plains states and in the Great Lakes area there, just a little bit there. Out west, there's not a whole lot going on either. Whole country is reasonably dry. We got 3 low pressures out west, as you can see. One in Utah, one over Montana, and then that one I mentioned over the Colorado, Kansas, and Nebraska border, but not a whole lot going on out there that way. Few spots out in the Smoky Mountains that's getting some localized heavy snow, and those parts of the country. Other than that, the whole country is pretty decent looking, all the way down into Mexico even. And of course on up into portions of Canada, it's not all that bad up there either, at least not in the southern portions according to this map. Alrighty. Let me move on to tomorrow morning's forecast map, which shows not a whole lot of difference. The high pressure is still over the Carolinas off the east coast there, of the Carolina coastline. Florida's still in fairly good shape, except for maybe a little bit of rain down in the southeast corner around Miami. But if you're down around north of Miami, like in Panama City or somewhere, you're in good shape. Same thing for the eastern coast there. You see where the precipitation is in parts of the U.S. and Canada. You see where the threat of severe weather is for tomorrow. This map is valid as of about 3 a.m. tomorrow morning, our time, Jackson time. Looks like there's a threat of severe thunderstorms off to our west in Oklahoma, Kansas, and Iowa, and a fair size area of rain and thunderstorms ahead of that threat, but not here. And as you can see, the western portions of the country is in good shape for tomorrow too, for the most part. Okay. And we move on to Monday's forecast. There's Monday morning's national forecast as of about 4 a.m. And it continues about the same. East Coast is still in good shape. Even Florida, even down toward Miami, they're clearing up by Monday morning. We're getting close to an area of rain and thunderstorms here, but the greatest threat is down in Texas and way up in northern Indiana and Michigan, as you can see from this map. You can see where the low pressures are located over northern Texas and up there along the Minnesota and Wisconsin border, with 2 areas of threat of severe thunderstorms, but not in our area. We're free of that. And there's a cold front that'll be heading in our direction, probably going to give us a rain on Tuesday. That's when our next chance for rain is actually moving in. And as you can see, the western part of the country is still in fairly good shape. All the way down into parts of old Mexico, I like calling it. Even Canada is not too bad a shape. South of the Hudson Bay, there's an area of freezing rain possible there, north of the Great Lakes. So if you just happen to be traveling up in that direction, over Lake Superior and no points northeast, be careful up in there for the possibility of freezing rain up there. But down here, continued good weather. That's good news. Alright, then we move on to the satellite. Well, yeah, that'd be alright. Satellite. Well, I'm going to the... Yeah, go ahead and do the satellite. This is as of... this one's is courtesy of AccuWeather, and it's as of 5:45 Jackson time. As you can see, from the southeastern United States view, that most of us have clear skies. Look how pretty it is down there in Florida. Look how pretty it is here in Tennessee, for that matter. Or even the eastern coastline, for that matter. Real nice. A few little high thin clouds passing by through middle Tennessee to the east of Jackson, where you see that little pin pointing. Those clouds that I mentioned up here in Missouri last night, they went over toward Nashville. They bypassed us, but a lot of it did dissipate as it approached us, so we winded up with clear skies. And those clouds you see up there now moving sort of in our direction, it will probably do the same thing tonight. They'll dissipate as they move toward Tennessee. If anybody gets affected more, it will be Middle Tennessee probably. But even they're expecting decent weather over there, as you can see from this map. Alrighty. Let me see if I can get a quick national view without it delaying. Yeah, sure. Good. Doing me good today. All right. This is the whole nation as of 6 o'clock Jackson, Tennessee time. Alrighty. As you can see, the whole nation's view, clear in the east, and the southern portions of the plain states, sort of cloudy in the northern portions, and very cloudy out west. And majority of those clouds are moving to the east, it looks like. And that, in this case, to the right. The east would be to your right, looking at the map like this. And looks like the heaviest storms right now is over eastern Colorado and into Nebraska and northern Kansas, and some's trying to form up there in western Montana. That's where the heaviest cluster of thickest clouds are. And otherwise, the western coast don't look all that bad. And similar up there in Canada. You kind of see what the weather's like up there cloud-wise. The whole nation's really not that bad a shape. Not really. On down into Mexico, there's Cuba for you. Some of the islands off of the Florida coast is nice and sunny down there too. Cool. Alrighty. Let me go to local radar now. And of course it should be rain free. And it is, as you can see. Oops. And as you can see, there's, excuse me, there's nothing to really show you on radar. It's free of clouds, and sunshine, and no rain echoes. And that's expected to continue for a little while. Okay, I tell you what, I'll leave it there while I read you some of the climate facts here. As of 5 p.m. here in North Jackson, the temperature at that time was 79 degrees. The dew point was 42 degrees. The relative humidity was very dry, 26%. The winds were out of the south at 9 miles per hour. And the barometric pressure was 30.00 inches of mercury. And this satellite weather, radar view weather, is as of 6:26 p.m. Okay. Alrighty. The lowest relative humidity today, by the way, was 22%, and that was as of 12 p.m. The highest was 100%, and that was as of 6 a.m. this morning. The lowest barometric pressure today has been 30.00, and that was as of 5 p.m. And the highest was 30.15 inches, and that was as of 8 a.m. through 10 a.m. Today's highest wind gust was 17 miles per hour out of the south at the Jackson Airport as of 11:44 a.m. The sun will be setting tonight at 7:23 p.m., rising tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m., and the moon will be setting, is already up this evening, will be setting tomorrow morning at 5:17 a.m., and be rising tomorrow evening at 6:06 p.m. Today's records for April the 8th, hottest time would be 92 degrees. Whew. It got warm back in 2015. Just what, 2 years ago? Yeah, 2 years ago today, 92 degrees. My goodness, and you thought today was warm. Today's coolest time would be 48, and that was in 1982. The warmest low would be 70, and that was in 1999. Coldest low would be 22 degrees, and that was in 2007. Today's rainfall record would be 1.41 inches. That fell in 1980, and there is no snowfall record. No snow, no measurable snow at least, fell in Jackson on April the 8th since 1949, which is how far the airport's records go back to for April. Of course, none by mine either records, which go back to 1994. Alrighty. I believe I'm going to call it at that. Well, no, I forgot to read the forecast to you, the text version. I've sort of already gave it to you over the maps, but the text version, excuse me, is calling for it to continue to be generally mostly clear all the way through Monday still. Tomorrow morning's low should drop down to about 50, so it's going to be a lot warmer tomorrow morning. Tomorrow's high should get up to about 80, which is about what it hit today, about 80 degrees tomorrow, with south winds at 15 to 30, so it'll be a little windy tomorrow again. A whole lot like today, actually. Monday, low temperature, mostly clear skies of near 55 and a high of 78. So Monday will be another pretty day. Tuesday's the day we expect some scattered showers and thunderstorms, a 60% chance. And most of the thunderstorms are going to come during the afternoon and just rain Tuesday night. With low near 58 and a high of 76, with west winds at 5 to 10. Wednesday, it looks like it's going to be just cloudy till noon, and then becoming mostly clear by afternoon. Mostly cloudy during the AM hours and fair during the PM hours, basically. With the low near 56 and a high of 78, with northeast winds at 5 to 15 miles per hour. And again, that's for next Wednesday. Real warm by next Thursday the 13th. Mostly clear skies, low of 53 and a high of 80, with west winds at 5 to 15. And I'm going to skip on down to Monday, April the 17th, Sunday, April the 16th, which happens to be Easter Sunday. Right now, it still looks like mostly clear skies. Let's hope it holds up. With a low near 59 degrees and a high of 83 degrees on Easter Sunday. So Easter Sunday looks perfect right now. And the chance for rain again is, for that time frame is for Monday after Easter on the 17th. There is a 60% chance for some showers and thunderstorms on that day, low of 59 and high of 83, with west winds at 10 to 20. Okay, and I believe I wanted to mention to you that on the Easter Sunday, the sun will be rising at 6:21 a.m. and set at 7:29 p.m. Alrighty. Well, that's it for today, everybody. I hope that was informative enough for you and gives you a good idea of what to expect over the next few days. I'm sorry that the radar isn't showing. No, I'm not sorry either. It's beautiful out there, and I'm glad the radar can testify of that. And I hope you have a very pleasant rest of Saturday, April the 8th, 2017. I hope you wake up to a beautiful Sunday morning, April the 9th, 2017. And I hope it turns out to be a beautiful day for you. Weather-wise, it should be. Well, all right. And I hope I get a chance to talk to you again tomorrow evening. And until then, good night, my friends. And God bless.